Thank you all so much for joining us for an episode of Behind the Mic, powered by REVOLT Podcast Network. This is our first episode, and I'm your host, Wize Grazette, the REVOLT Podcast Network community manager and podcast enthusiast. And follow us on Instagram and TikTok at REVOLT Podcast Network, and visit listen.revolt.tv to learn more about the rest of our amazing pod library. Now, today, I have an amazing guest here with me, Brian from the Untitled Africans podcast. Now, Brian, we had an opportunity to connect at Revolt World, but please tell me a little bit more about you.
What up, Revolt Podcast Network? Hi, guys. I'm Brian, like Wize said, from the Untitled Africans podcast. And a little bit about me. Yeah, so Kenyan born, Atlanta raised, been in this social media game space since like 2016. I'm a creative at heart, from like photography to fashion to art. I'm a creative. Anything that, stimulates the left brain. I think that's the brain. That's the side of the brain that like handles like creativity and stuff. Yeah, that's me. But I'm just an all out like extrovert, somebody who likes to have fun, hang out, as my friends like to say, the chief enjoyment officer. That is who I am. That is who I am. Yeah, in a nutshell, honestly.
So you kind of jumped ahead a little bit itself, right? So you on the podcast, cool, right? But talk to me. Who are you behind the mic? Who is Brian behind the mic? What are some things, interests, hobbies that make up you yourself?
The arts are really my thing. Photography is really one of my deepest passions. Studying photography, shooting stuff. I started like my own fashion blog way back when.
What?
I know. Yeah.
What's the name? Hold on. Tell us everything. What's the name?
It's been a minute. It's been a minute since the panorama happened. Since I've updated it, but it was My Left Hand Man. And the name actually came from my name itself. When I looked this up, I don't know if this is accurate. So if you are Kenyan and you understand Kikuyu, please do not come for me if you hear this. But I looked it up and it said my last name means left hand in English. And so I was like, oh, okay, left hand. So my left hand man, kind of like, you have your right hand man to help you out. My left hand man, is really your fashion go-to guy. So yeah, but it's been a minute. But through that, I really got into like fashion photography, studying like, Mario Testino, Tyler Campbell, who's again an Atlanta native, literally from down the street in Marietta. So he shot Beyonce's like first Vogue cover, I think. Yeah, not since she was like pregnant or whatever. But so that's really where I spend most of my time. I have like stacks and stacks of like fashion photography books right now. But
so is there like a particular type of fashion you like to shoot? I'm not a fashion buff, so yes, break it down for me.
That's okay, Wize. We're gonna step you up. For me, I think most I don't have a specific that I like to photograph. I think it's really based on like who it is that I'm photographing. Okay. I'm really somebody who's like I like a muse. I'll see the individual and I'll be like, all right, I want to put you in this. Let's see how this works. And I really just kind of from that even dived further into it, into like creative directing now. And like, yeah, but I don't think there is anything specific, but I do like avant-garde fashion too. Like there's so much like you can do with it as far as like shooting it and like how like it looks depending on like the fabrics, the way, like the silhouette of the, the design. So I think if I had to pick anything, I would say avant-garde, but I'm really more based off like who is my muse in this moment.
Do you prefer like indoor shoots or outdoor shoots?
I like to be outside because then you get more inspiration that way through like where the space that you're in, like, if it's like the dichotomy of like the softness of the fabric with like the hardcore like concrete that you're shooting against, or if like you're in nature, there's like all these different like color inspirations that you can play with. So yeah, I think being outside really, it pushes you as a creative more. Whereas if you're in a studio shooting something, you're like, all right, this is the layout. This is what we need to get accomplished. All right, cool. And then boom, you're done. It's like, there's not really a chance to be spontaneous. Spontaneity is why I enjoy being able to shoot like exteriors, at least.
Fire. That's fire. What's something about your background or upbringing that you would say that's like shaped your values?
Oh, I think it's just the overall sense of community. When I moved here, I was like 8 years old, and I came from a very large extended family that lived literally within 5 minutes of each other. Like, I could throw a stone and probably hit my cousin's house from where we lived in Kenya. And so, like, every Monday we would like just gather at my grandmother's house, just have dinner, just hang out for like a little bit after school. Like, going from like first grade up until like third grade, I had a cousin in a grade below me and above me at all times. So it's like I was raised in a very like community based environment, and so have most like immigrants outside the US. So when I came here and it was just like my small immediate family, it's like I really took it upon me to just find my community and find my people, and I did. And I think that's what really pushes me to, and what really led to us starting Untitled Africans podcast.
That's incredible to hear. Okay. Building your own community. That's a lot of people they struggle with that.
No, it's hard because I think like at least the American sense of it is like there's a very individualism way of life that's pushed on you. It's like, it's about me. It's, I'm the only one who matters right now, and I got to do this by myself. My favorite quote is, if you want to go far, go alone. Is it, if you want to go far, go alone, or if you want to... Yeah, if you want to go far, if you want to go far, go together. But I can't remember the other part, but I know it's something about going alone. Yeah.
I was gonna butcher it. I was gonna butcher it as well too, but I'm with you. I'm with you.
We see each other. We good. We see each other. I speak in memes, okay? I speak in memes. The girls who know.
Crying. Okay, so before we move on to our game, which we do have a game coming up, by the way, what's one thing you want people to know about you that they wouldn't get from listening to your podcast?
Oh my God, there's literally nothing you won't know about. Like, I literally share so much to the point where it's like TMI. A few episodes ago, I just talked about my kidney stones passing. Like, there is nothing that I have not shared. So if to know me is to listen to my podcast, not to be like a salesman or anything, but to know me is to listen to my podcast. And also, if there is something that I would like people to know, it's that who you see is who you're going to get. I live my fully authentic life 24/7, 365. There's never going to be a switch up. There's never like he was different than what no, who you see and who you hear is who you're going to get in person.
I come from a tech background. We have a saying. I used to build websites. We have a saying. It's called WYSIWYG. What you see is what you get. WYSIWYG.
WYSIWYG. I like that. I'm gonna use that.
No association with Wize whatsoever, but WYSIWYG. Moving on. Moving on. Okay, so we got a rapid fire game. So I got my stopwatch here set up.
All right. I know these, but I will try.
You already gave me the heads up. So we're gonna play a game called Word Association. Okay, so I'm gonna say a word, and you're going to give me one sentence about that word. Cool?
I'm much better at song association, but I'll try.
Bet. All right. So starting in 3, 2, 1. Culture.
It's not about yourself. It's about the people around you.
Influence.
Use it for good.
Viral.
It's not what it cracks up to be.
Hip hop.
Oh, like the background and like it's in the blood veins of America.
Mm-hmm. All right, and that's it. That's it. You killed that. You killed that.
Listen, okay, great. I'm glad.
Well, Brian, first off, again, thank you so much for being the first guest on Behind the Mic, powered by REVOLT Podcast Network. We are incredibly happy to have you. We're incredibly happy to have Untitled Africans, the part of the podcast network. I'm glad to have learned a little bit more about you in these last 10 minutes or so. And you have any parting words for the audience?
In the words of RuPaul, if you can't love yourself, how the hell you gonna love somebody else? Can I get an amen? Be who you are for your pride.
Brian, I love that. Thank you for bringing your authentic personality to this pod. I appreciate it.
Always. Thank you, Wize.
You're welcome.